The Secretary of Commerce has just made it official. As of today, March 12, 2025, the United States is enforcing a 25% import duty on steel and steel derivative products from all countries. This is a major trade shift, part of Proclamation 10896, under Section 232 of the Trade Expansion Act of 1962. The goal is clear: protect American steel producers and reinforce U.S. national security. But this will have significant consequences for importers, manufacturers, and global trade. Now, let's break down exactly what this means, which industries are affected, and what businesses need to do next. Why this is happening now. This decision comes after years of debate over foreign steel flooding the U.S. market. Steel is a critical industry in sectors like defense, infrastructure, and transportation. The government argues that cheap steel imports have weakened domestic production, putting long-term economic security at risk. This is not the first time Section 232 has been used. Similar tariffs were imposed in 2018, but those were later adjusted through trade deals and exclusions. Now, with a new administration and fresh concerns over supply chain vulnerabilities, these tariffs are back in full force. So how does this impact imports starting today? What's changing today? As of March 12, 2025, the United States has placed a 25% tariff on a broad list of steel imports. These tariffs apply to both raw steel and processed steel products under updated Harmonized Tariff Schedule (HTS) classifications. This means any business importing steel must be ready to pay significantly more. The following categories have been confirmed as subject to the tariff. Which steel products are affected? Primary steel products. 25% tariff products under HTS 9903.81.87 are subject to the full 25% tariff. This includes 1. Flat-rolled steel used in construction and automotive manufacturing. 2. Steel bars, rods, and tubes, which are essential for industrial production. 3. Pipes and stainless steel, widely used in energy infrastructure. Industries relying on these materials must prepare for cost increases. Steel derivative products, 25% tariff. Processed steel goods fall under HTS 9903.8189 and 9903.8192. This includes 1. Construction fasteners like nails, tacks, and screws. 2. Stamped steel parts for the automotive and machinery industries. 3. Reinforced steel panels used in manufacturing and industrial applications. These additional tariffs will impact costs for home builders, appliance makers, and car manufacturers. New tariff rule. Steel content-based taxation. For the first time, some steel derivatives outside Chapter 73 will be taxed based on the value of the steel content. This falls under HTS 9903.8191. 1. Importers must declare the percentage of steel in a product. 2. If unknown, the entire product's value is taxed at 25%. This could cause logistical issues, as importers must accurately classify mixed material products. What about foreign trade zones? Foreign trade zones, FTZs, have long been a way for companies to store imports duty-free until they enter U.S. commerce. But under this new rule, that loophole is closed. 1. Steel and FTZs before today will still face tariffs when brought into the market. 2. Companies must classify goods under privileged foreign status. This means businesses can no longer delay or avoid tariffs using FTZs. Is there any way to avoid these tariffs? Yes, but only one major exemption exists. If the steel was melted and poured in the U.S., but then processed in another country, it will not be taxed. This exemption falls under HTS 9903.8192 for companies that manufacture in the U.S. but send steel abroad for finishing. This is a critical exemption. What happens to existing tariffs and quotas? All Section 232 tariff rate quotas expired on March 11, 2025. 1. If an importer failed to file quota paperwork by 4:30 p.m. on March 11th, they must refile under the new 25% tariff rule. 2. Previous product exclusions have also expired, meaning no special tariff relief is available. Companies that were previously exempted may need to reapply for new exclusions in the future. How will this affect key industries? Construction industry. 1. Structural steel and fasteners will become more expensive. 2. Home builders and contractors could pass higher costs to consumers. 3. Infrastructure projects may see budget increases and delays. Automotive industry. 1. Car manufacturers that source foreign steel will pay significantly more for parts. 2. This could increase vehicle prices and slow down production. 3. Domestic automakers that rely on U.S. steel may become more competitive. Oil and gas industry. 1. Pipelines, drilling rigs, and offshore platforms require specialty steel. 2. Higher material costs could increase energy prices. 3. This could also slow down new infrastructure projects. Global trade impact. How will other countries react? The biggest exporters of steel to the U.S. are Canada, Mexico, the European Union, and China. 1. Some of these nations may file complaints with the World Trade Organization. 2. Countries may retaliate with tariffs on U.S. goods. 3. This could lead to higher tensions in global trade agreements. This decision may trigger more trade disputes in the coming months. What should businesses do next? If your business relies on imported steel, here are 3 critical steps to take now. 1. Reevaluate supply chains. Consider sourcing from domestic steel producers. Weigh the costs of alternative suppliers. 2. Adjust pricing strategies. Budget for increased costs on raw materials. Look for ways to offset expenses through efficiency. 3. Stay compliant with new reporting rules. Ensure accurate melt and pour documentation. Avoid penalties by following updated CBP requirements. Final thoughts. What's next for trade policy? These new tariffs mark a significant shift in U.S. trade policy. More trade actions may be coming, including potential tariffs on aluminum and rare earth materials. The key question remains: will these tariffs strengthen the U.S. economy or create higher costs for businesses and consumers? How do you think these new tariffs will impact global trade? Drop a comment below and let's discuss. For more updates on U.S. trade laws and tariffs, make sure to subscribe and like this video. Stay informed as we continue covering the latest policy changes affecting businesses like yours. And as always, all sources for this video are listed in the description.